Okay guys, we're here with Mark from Beretta. Mate, we've been getting around a few of the reps, so thanks very much for making
Ozzie.
the time to see us as well. Mate, we've got the M10 here, Sako. I think this is probably the dream boat rifle of most shooters out there.
Look, you bet, Ozzie. This thing is a sensational shooter.
Yep.
It has a hell of a pedigree, and this is the latest line of the Sako long-range precision systems. They're also used as a sniping system for the police and military.
Yep.
I think what's very good about this particular rifle is the ease of which it is able to adjust.
Yep.
Both for various things like height and length of pull.
Yes.
Like
just at the press of a button.
Yep. And all spring loaded, so you can fit yourself to the rifle very easily,
yep,
very quickly, so very adjustable. It has a number of neat features. This is caliber interchangeable.
Yep.
So, and that's signalled here by the dot system on the magazine well.
Yes.
And on the barrel here we have 3 rings, 3 dots and 3 rings. You match dots and rings.
Okay, I was going to ask about that,
Yes.
what the idea behind the 3 rings were.
Sure, so that relates to 338 Lapure Magnum. So this system's available in 338 Lapure, 300 Win Mag, 308. So
yep,
3 dots and rings, 2 dots and rings for 300 Win Mag, and 1 dot and ring for 308.
Nice and easy to remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Different barrel lengths and configurations and muzzle brakes. Perhaps the most important part and the least understood part is the importance of a good optical system or a good scope.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. Yep, definitely.
And look a little bit about the scope that we've matched with here. This is a Steiner military. This particular scope is goes up to a 15 power, which surprisingly is more than sufficient for even very, very long range shots.
Yep.
And there are options to go up to 25 power.
Yep.
Would you like me to just go through some of the things that are important?
Yeah, let's have a look at it.
Now obviously it's quite a chunky, well-built scope, but the things that are important with it that you can see straight away is obviously externally adjustable turrets.
Yes.
The graduations in the turret are matched with the reticle system, and that means that you can see fall of shot and correct instantly, so very, very quick shot correction. Internally, this is the first focal plane scope, and that also means that regardless of the magnification, you will always get an accurate measurement. You don't have to figure out what magnification you want. The other thing is with a 15 power, and why that is often used for long range shooting, is that even with a muzzle brake, these rifles can recoil a bit, and if you lose your sight picture momentarily, you can recover a lot quicker with a lower powered scope. So that's a good optimise, and oftentimes long range shooters will go a bit overboard with the magnification.
And I do mention that a few times with viewers about optic power, especially with hunting.
Yes.
You know, people ask me and they'll say, Ozzie, what scope do you reckon I should have? And you see it so many times, people go overboard with the power, and especially in like a hunting situation, which is applicable to everyone here at the show.
Yes.
You know, if you go too high, and same thing, the recoil of the rifle, and you've lost your sight picture on the game.
That's right.
Where if you stick to something like, let's say, a 6 power, is ample for 100-200 yards.
And you know, I'd like to make a comment about hunting with this kind of equipment. A good long-range shooter knows its limitations in terms of being able to deliver a round safely, ethically, and accurately. And with this piece of kit, you can belt an A4 sized steel plate at 1,000 metres easily. Do not take on an animal at that range, because the problem is they're always moving, and the flight time means you're less likely to miss. There's a much higher chance of an agonising wound to the animal. Think about the welfare of the animal. And so
absolutely
good long-range shooters, even with the best equipment, will limit their shots to about half their range on inanimate targets.
Absolutely. And mate, with the just touching on the rifle itself, with the bolt system, is it just a bolt head you've got to change over, or how does it work with interchangeability?
So the caliber change is basically magazine, barrel and bolt. And the bolt itself is a tool, and you only need to change. You actually, I think in this one you change the bolt.
Yes. Okay.
In others you can change the bolt head, but it's very, very quick, and the whole caliber change is just a matter of probably with a good operator, 60 to 120 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say, and let's face it, that's what originally it'd be designed for, is operators out in the field who need to be able to change the calibre system in the field.
Well, interestingly, that's probably more applicable to civilian shooters, and it's a neat trait to have.
Yep.
I think with operators, they would change the calibre to be mission specific.
Yes.
Again, you've just got that ability.
Yeah, yep. And what's the big question, what's the retail price roughly on these here in Australia?
So the rifle alone in Australia, you're not going to get much change out of 15,000. The reason being, this is made to very exacting tolerances in the hands of an accurate shooter. It will deliver incredible accuracy. The other thing is that it's interchangeable and it is replicable. So it is a production precision rifle. You know what you're getting.
Yep. And I imagine too, like your adjustable trigger or everything is all standard.
Yes.
Yep.
You bet.
And the one thing I like about this is, and this is a problem, I've raised this before, on the original Accuracy International with the thumb hole stock, I mean, like I've got reasonable size hands, and I remember with that, like I used to always rub the knuckle on my thumb, and it used to annoy me, and it's great to see this type pistol grip, but just with the extension coming back for the stock, because no matter what size your hand is, you just don't have any of that problem.
Very true, and here's a good comparison, because I've got fairly small hands, but it gets even better than this, because we can actually adjust the width of this grip at the back, so you can adjust it for both the fit of individual hands, and as you say, you've got plenty of room at the back.
Yeah, no, very nice. All right, Mark, well look mate, that's shown us the M10. It's the first time I've got to see one in the flesh, and when I saw it here, mate, I thought I've got to capture this for the viewers at home. So mate, thanks very much for your time, Ozzie, and all the best for the show.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.